Let's do this. Hello again, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again. What's up? Now we're doing Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Yes. I still enjoy this movie. I don't care what anybody says. It's underrated. It's a lot better than The Last Jedi. It's not 3 hours long. Hey, Network 98. I started because it's a long movie, so I obviously am a fan. I have the novelization. Look at that beautiful face. She's never looked better, guys. Natalie Portman was much older in this one than she was in the first one. But this one was made in the 2000s. Let me just mute that. That's the old THX logo. They don't have those with any of the movies anymore. Return of the Jedi and A New Hope. Yeah, I know. I know, Chosen One. I know. Here we go. Attack of the Clones. This is the movie where R2-D2 flies for the first time. This is my R2. Well, the battery is dead. Well, that's fine. I saw this in the theater 19 years ago. I think right after I saw Spider-Man. Still got that kick-ass score. Still got the opening crawl. There's a lot less political banter than in the first one. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. It led to a great cartoon that I gave a second chance to, and it definitely holds up now. There is unrest in the Galactic Senate. Several thousand solar systems have declared their intentions to leave the Republic. Ooh. The separatist movement under the leadership of the mysterious Count Dooku, may he rest in peace, Christopher Lee, has made it difficult for the limited number of Jedi Knights to maintain peace and order in the galaxy. Senator Amidala, the former Queen of Naboo, is returning to the Galactic Senate to vote on the critical issue of creating an army of the Republic to assist the overwhelmed Jedi. Little did they know that they would turn on them. I don't have the Matrix, Chosen One. I can't do a commentary on a movie I don't own. Sorry. It's got to be something I own or something I can watch on cable or stream. That's the rules. If they have the Matrix on Netflix or on Tubi or something, then I can watch it. I don't own the first Matrix. I only have Reloaded. That's it. Here we go. That's why I don't do movies like do The Irishman. I don't have it on physical media. Do Mandalorian. Maybe at the end of the year before Book of Boba Fett comes out. Yes, so he was overpowered. The one thing to make characters likable is flaws. Yeah. The thing is, I don't like her face. Her face can never be fixed. That was damaged when since the day she was, existed. Sorry. I don't like her accent, and her face haunts me. Sorry. And this movie has continuity, unlike Last Jedi, where everything that happened was to no avail. They find Luke, he does nothing. Leia has the Force, and she can fly. They brought back Phasma and all these characters, and they're there to die or just be underused. Best and worst Nolan character. I don't know. There's R2. What's up, John? Hey, Jalen. There he is. My favorite droid. There's Captain Typho. You're wrong. Called Fluid, just like the first movie. Explosions. And I don't know why people say this movie's horrible. It just didn't meet your expectations. You wanted this to be Empire Strikes Back. It's not that. Excuse me. Yeah, I love Miley Cyrus. I would have a baby with her. She's gorgeous. And people said that Natalie Portman can act. She won an Oscar 10 years ago. Which is worse, the Emoji Movie or the Disney Star Wars trilogy? The rehash trilogy. It was more painful and longer, and there were more films. Emoji was okay. I didn't love it. Didn't hate it either. I've seen worse. How do I know that? Because I've seen animated movies that had no animation budget, worse voice acting, dubs that were god awful. At least the Emoji Movie was trying something. It failed, but it's at least tried. There's Ian McDermott. I'm going to see him in GalaxyCon soon. Associations will not fail. Not soldiers. Master, yep, CG Yoda, because, yeah. Really come to war. Dark side clouds everything. Impossible to see. The future is. Yeah, but I can see things before they happen. There's a Greedo. What's the American League? Long Professor or Norbit? Not even Professor. I haven't seen Norbit. There's Rose Byrne, who can't act, but at least she has 2 lines in this movie. That's it. 2. She's just a boring actress. Wrong, sir. You like everyone in Raya and the Last Dragon except for Namari. Yeah, because I don't like British chicks. I'm sorry. That doesn't belong in an Asian culture movie. It just feels out of place. It's like if you cast her in an anime done by Miyazaki. It would feel out of place. My animes don't need British accents. It's useless. There's another actor that does nothing, Jimmy Smits. He's not horrible. He's just not. He does nothing in these movies. You think that the actors in the rehash trilogy had nothing to do? The side characters, yeah. This movie, he does nothing. He doesn't fight. He's not badass. He does nothing. Master Canon. Oh yeah. Yeah, Gemma Chan. Don't like her. I don't think she's sexy. She's gonna suck in the Eternals. Not a fan. My Asian women don't sound like pre-Yankees. Sorry. There's Jar Jar and doesn't have as much dialogue, so people knew how some people were annoyed with him, so Lucas reduced his role. And there's Ewan McGregor again, and yes, Hayden Christensen. Shut up about him. I can take him any day over the hobo because he's a good-looking guy. I liked other films he's been in. I like Jumper. Vanishing on 7th Street was okay. I liked Shattered Glass. That's more than the hobo's ever done. Everything she does, she poisons. Chaos Walking, I don't want to see it. Don't ask for a live commentary, you're never getting it. I don't like Robert Pattinson. This guy doesn't look like... No. There he is, Jar Jar Binks. With clothes on this time, some more respectable clothes. Yeah, they're the same person. They're annoying. I haven't seen V for Vendetta. I have to see it this year. What do you rate? Again, I haven't seen V for Vendetta. What gay ending in the Mitchells? They go to take her to college. They close the door. The movie should have ended there. She's in a room, and there's a freaking LGBTQ thing on the freaking mantle. That was not needed. I'm sorry, Netflix. I know you pandered to the LGB, but that was not needed. We didn't need to know she was in the closet. That was never in the film. So she doesn't have a boyfriend. I don't have a girlfriend, and I'm not gay. That's stupid. And then they said the romance here is bad. At least there is a romance I care about. Two men, you're not going to see gay men in Star Wars. It's not going to happen. Why? He answers him back. It's not needed. You don't need a freaking rainbow in a kids movie. It's laughable. That would have been like at the end of Toy Story. Oh yeah, Andy's gay for no reason. They had two people two women kissing in Rise of Skywalker, and it led to nothing because they're not main characters. The world is not ready for everything to be gay. I'm sorry. They're not. If you don't believe me, ask people on Facebook. It's an agenda, and I spit on agendas and affiliations. Sorry, heroes. They're not bad people, but I don't need them. Spider again. Oh yeah, those 3 years I've said about nothing but Natalie Portman. I'll be pleased to see them on Disney Plus next year. Here he is, the first Mandalorian in the prequels. Oh yeah, Jango, baby. And people say this movie's terrible. It's got one of the coolest characters in the freaking movie that does something. And he has the coolest voice ever. He's from New Zealand. Yeah, there's a lot of actors from New Zealand here. Normally they bother me, but he doesn't. He was good in Aquaman, and I loved him as Boba Fett, and he's going to kill it this year. Have you heard of Cindy Moon, a.k.a. Silk? No. Hey, Darius. What's up? BVS is a 7 out of 10. It gets misunderstood, just like this movie. Yeah, Jango is freaking cool. I love Jango. Well, that's not Jango. That's a clone trooper. But Jango's freaking awesome. This is Jango. Wait, he's on the disc. Yeah, Jango is freaking awesome. I think he's one of the best characters, most underrated characters in the franchise. Without him, we wouldn't have Boba Fett. And without Boba Fett, we wouldn't have Mando. Suicide Squad's a D. Possibly. Yeah, I still enjoy this movie. I don't know why it gets shit on. It just wasn't Empire Strikes Back. It didn't need to be. I just wanted a fast-paced, fun sci-fi action movie with some dumb things in it, but things to even things out. It's not 3 hours long. You think? Cindy Moon is Asian, and she's another Spider-Man character. Again, just stop casting Brits and everything. This movie didn't have it. McGregor's Scottish, and Hayden is from Canada. A shout out to my friends on Facebook that are Canadian. They're very friendly people. They're not as Hall. Hell yeah, I would. Anakin, you took the words right out of my mouth. They say, "Oh, this dialogue's terrible." Hey, I write poetry, and I write some of the sappiest things you've ever heard. I can read one to you, and you will be like, "Oh, that's so corny." When I care about a woman, and believe me, I was in love with a girl back in 2002, and I expressed myself a lot. Yeah, that millipede thing is really really creepy. Did you want Kelly Marie Tran to voice Cindy? That would be fine. She's in Raya, and she got more to do than in The Last Jedi. At least in this movie, Padme has something to do in this movie. Those things are disgusting. Something like that was on my bed. I would squish it like immediately, step on it multiple times. I saw a centipede in my room last night, so I killed it. What did you think of Friday the 13th, 2009? It was underrated. It's not as bad as people think. The opening is kind of weak because it's just a remake of the first movie, but they made Jason the killer and not the mother, so that was something different. And he was setting up traps. It's different. Saw was big at that time, so it was something different. Woo! Yes, he is. Here they go. They wake up her, but they want to kill her. Take that. That. Oh, you are beautiful. Watch Obi-Wan. He jumps out of the window and doesn't get cut up or nothing. Watch. That is so ridiculous. But it's not Last Jedi where they take a lightsaber and throw it away like it's a freaking piece of trash. That's one of her two lines in the movie. Yeah, you worthless bint. I'm sorry, she's not. She's Australian, not British. I gave it a B. It's a good horror movie. Which character played by Pedro Pascal do you prefer? Mando. Come on, guys. Have you seen my videos? Mando is the best Star Wars character in over a decade. I'm not taking that back. None of the characters in the rehash trilogy, or yeah, the flying taxi, that's from Fifth Element. Mando, like I was saying, Mando's the best character since the characters in the prequels because he's badass, an anti-hero, and he doesn't freaking whine and complain like Kylo Ren does. Plus, he's not in the rehash trilogy, so they don't kill him off. Jedi Poodle. Yep, that was a Doug. This scene is entertaining. Zam Wessel doesn't have a lot of screen time, but by God, she does something in the movie. What does Phasma do? She gets underused and she dies at the end. And that's it. I don't get the hate. Wonder Woman 84 needed more action. I didn't hate it. But Pascal at least was the best thing about that movie. His over the top, like life is good, but it could be better. It was fun. It was some personality. My God, that movie needed personality. What was the personality in Rise of Skywalker? Everybody hates each other and they just want to get through the motions. That's not a good ending of a franchise. I'm sorry. Spiros. There we go. That was cool. Which is more seizure-inducing, Screensaver or the entire third act of Spider-Verse? Because that flashy pink portal was hitting me in the face, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is going to give me a headache." The movie's good. You don't need this flashy, seizure-inducing LSD trip. It wasn't needed. Hopefully, in the second one, they tone that down. And when they put Miles in the MCU, don't put flashy lights like that where it's hitting me in the face. There's a lot of flashy lights in this movie, but it's not hitting me in the face. I'm having a ball. But then I was flying, but you know, doing is suicide. Yeah, I like the dialogue, guys. I'll take some stupid dialogue any day over a god awful plot and writing that makes no sense. How come Leia can fly? Why couldn't she do that in the originals? John, great for Sharknado. The first one I like it a 7 out of 10. I like those movies. I know it's not a masterpiece, but compared to the films we got last year, they at least were fun from 2013 to 2018. This is a fun. This was a fun level in the Lego Star Wars game. It's a very fun level. The Spider-Verse sequel should drop the strobe. Yeah, don't put strobe lights. They put strobe lights in Rise of Skywalker, and people were having seizures, and they had to warn people that are photosensitive not to go see the movie. I hate strobe lights. Yeah, they're guilty pleasures. I enjoy all the Sharknado movies. She. This is a really visually stunning movie. I like the visuals. Everybody says the movie's horrible. I don't see it, guys. I saw this when I was 17 years old. And while the audience was dead, I didn't care. I didn't care because, like I said, I wanted to see this in the Ziegfeld Theater, but my family didn't want to go see it there. So, yep, jumps. Whee! At least he's not flying, huh? He's falling with style. Oh, I'm having a great time, guys. This is worth doing because I like these movies get so much flack. They're not perfect, but they're watchable. They're entertaining and watchable. The new movies were causing me pain. I was in pain watching this girl act. Worst DCU villain? I still think the best DCU villain is not Steppenwolf. It's let me see. That's a hard one. The one in Aquaman, because at least the one in Aquaman knew what he was. Because the other ones in Suicide Squad were horrible. The villain in BVS was atrocious. You know, freaking Jesse Eisenberg. No, Zod was too over the top. I didn't like the villain in the Snyder Cut. I did like Steppenwolf, but it was not as good. Darkseid was pretty cool, but we needed more of him. The worst is still the villain. The worst is the Enchantress because that CGI looked horrible. That it's a tie between that and Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor because he was a cartoon character. It's fine if you like it, John Hill. It just wasn't for me. Even the spin-offs, I didn't like them either. Rogue One is boring. It's got useless characters that all die, and Solo is way too dark. And I don't mean dark in like the tone is dark. You can't see anything. And this casino scene, unlike The Last Jedi, it's short. Short. It's not 30 minutes. It's 2 minutes. They run through. Obi-Wan gets a drink. He uses the Force. He cuts Sam Russell's arm off. It's over. That's it. You don't spend 30 minutes in this freaking city. Dumbasses. Ryan Johnson, you freaking idiot. My favorite is the Manta. He's cool, but he was underused. I said the other villain, the Ocean Master, because Patrick Wilson's such a good actor that he does an over-the-top anime yell and demeanor that it made me smile. See, this looks just like Canto bites my ass in The Last Jedi. So Ryan Johnson did this scene, but he made it 30 minutes longer. That was not needed. You could have cut it out. A movie would be 2 hours. Patience. Use the Force. Lose it. This weapon is your life. Foreshadowing. Yeah, what if DC changed Batman's character where he's breaking the fourth wall? It wouldn't work, because unless it's Lego Batman, it doesn't work. They tried that with Harley Quinn and it failed. See, this looks just like the scene in The Last Jedi. And yes, I've seen that scene online. It's awful. You have change machines and people playing poker and crap tables, and they treat BB-8 like he's a slot machine. It's laughable, guys. Why are you putting that in my Star Wars movie? I want to escape reality, not have it shoved in my face. I have enough of that on the CW shows and in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Oh, that was Ahmed Best in a cameo. Oh, this seems funny. You don't want to me step 6. I don't want to. He looks like the Fly. He has the little antennas. He kind of looks like Mantis from. These costumes are great too. I like the costumes Zam Russell has on. Zam Russell's in one scene, but you remember her. Unlike Phasma, where they're like, Phasma's like, oh, by the way, and the girls are looking at Anakin. They're like, ooh, who's that hunk of man, Candy? Yeah, it's a good-looking guy. I don't know why people hate him so much. I don't. Cara Delevingne is a god-awful actress. Yes, she is. Because she's doing this. You will come to me. my pretty. That's her. You think but this is awesome. Oh yeah, cut her arm right off. There's Anthony Daniels in a cameo. Yeah, because Lucas had to put extras, so he put his original actors. Would you do a live commentary on Into the Spider-Verse? If I can buy the movie, I will, because it's not on Netflix anymore. And it's a good movie. I just don't like the strobe lights. That scene, I'm going to have to do this. Cover the screen or just not look at it. It's a job. Tell us now. Yep, Jango Fett, baby. There he is, flying. Last time I saw this, I got a boner. I don't know why. I guess because I love... Yeah. Now, every time I see a Mandalorian costume, I just get excited, guys. Whether it's male or female. Because the thing is, that costume is freaking awesome. And they're doing things with the Mandalorians. I wanted to see that since I was a kid. And now I'm getting it as an adult. So... And no one said Mando was awful. No, some people said it was overrated, but it's not boring. Can you cover the Captain America trilogy? If when due time. Frozen, I can do that, but not right now in the summer. I did Frozen 2 with my friend last year, so I got to do the first one in summer, maybe July, August. Is our judgment she must respect. They bow like they do in a royalty. Of course, he wants to be with Senator Palmer. She's a female. You don't think I want to be around a gorgeous female? Mm-hmm. And it's not talking about that comic that came out. They race bending Hawkman in the Black Adam movie. Race bending? What do you mean race bending? Look at Yoda has that floating thing. That's the thing that Grogu had in Mandalorian. It was a little baby carriage tube thing that was floating. How hard did you skip Cyberpunk? A lot, because I heard that it was terrible and had bugs. I don't need bugs in my games. Every game that I ever got on the Switch works perfectly. That's what a game should do. To assure themselves they are even the older, more experienced ones. Here she comes. She's like, "Don't look at me like that. How am I supposed to look at you, Natalie Portman? You are gorgeous. I can't take my eyes off you." Hawkman is going to be black, and in the Legends of Tomorrow TV show, Hawkgirl was black and Hispanic, so it doesn't hurt me. What bothers me is a racist black Superman. That bothers me because my friend says the writer of that movie is going to be is a racist. So, no, thank you, sir. I don't need a woke version of Superman. I like the hair buns. It's a nice nod to her mother. Not Carrie Fisher. Hmm. I don't get why people say these are god awful performances. They're not god awful. I've seen them. Trust me. Felicity Jones can't act in anything. She has those deer in the headlights look. Best and worst James Bond actor. The best one is Dalton. The worst is Lazenby because he only did one movie. I'm ready for the trials. Is it? Just like me. Worse. He's overly critical. He never listens. He doesn't understand. It's not fair. Trust me, I was this angsty when I was a teenager too. Do I want J.J. Abrams to do a Superman movie? No, because he already ruined us. He already ruined Star Wars, so I don't want him to ruin anything else. Why? I'm in love with you. He's like, ooh, I'm gonna get that ass, and I'm like, he does, because Luke and Leia have to be born from something, not insemination. And I'm all for procreation in Star Wars. You guys know me. Here's Rose Byrne's last line in the movie. Yeah, Dorme. Connery and Craig is the best. The worst is Lazenby. Yeah, he doesn't do anything. He was so underused that he doesn't he gets a downbeat ending in his movie. She always has that dire look on her face. That's Rose Byrne in everything she's in. She looks like she's gonna cry and everything. And plus, Irresistible, that movie from last year that she did with Steve Carell was stupid, where she licks his face. Stupid. You don't see her again, so thankfully I don't have to look at that face because I'm not a fan, guys. Not a fan. She tries to do an American accent and everything she's in except here and Spy and whatever, but she still sucks. I'm sorry. It looks like Captain Typho looks like if The Rock was from New Zealand. J.J. Abrams did Superman movie. It could be a Superman movie with lens flares. Yeah, and I don't need to see that after what Zack Snyder did. What did you like, Billy the Puppet? Who's Billy the Puppet? I don't know who that is. Oh, this is Dexter's Diner. Yeah, Jawa juice. That sounds good. Yeah, it's all CG, but it still looks fine. For 2002, it could have looked a lot worse. Oh, no. Beyond the outer rim. The cloners. And don't tell me that the Emperor was cloned because he would have been in the freaking In Camino. Come on, guys. I'm not stupid. If he had cloned himself in the original trilogy, I would have seen it. They pulled that out of their ass and they know it. The puppet from Saw. Oh, okay. It's end. Wisdom. Oh, look, there's a Greedo right behind them. At least it's so different than the cantina. They're not playing music. What if Christopher Nolan did a Spider-Man movie? It would be 3 hours long. 12 parsecs via Richie Mays. It's easy to find. Yeah. They clone things like they did in the Matrix. And depends how good your manners are, how big your pocketbook is. Yeah, everybody says this is the worst thing ever, and I'm like, no, nope. I saw Rogue One, and that was right after the Force Awakens, and I was so bored. I'm like, just please end. And it has like 3 endings. They die, Darth Vader kills, and then Carrie Fisher's CGI face on Leia ends the movie, and I'm like, oh my god, that was so sad. That old lady was in Inspector Gadget too. It doesn't exist. There's a kid there. There's a youngling. You hate Kevin Hart and Kevin Tubb, but you hate Chris Rock. No, I don't hate Chris Rock. No, because he's actually funny. I liked his voice in the 90s and the 2000s. He's fun. He can be funny. I've seen his movies. With Chris Tucker, he's just too loud. Kevin Hart is too loud. They scream half of their dialogue. Because again, that's going to be much funnier, isn't it? Get out of here. Hey, that's droidist. To love. It's forbidden. Is forbidden. Passion, which is defined as unconditional love, essential to death. Obi-Wan loved in the cartoon. I know. Oh, trust me, I feel the same way. I saw her. I saw her. I saw her in Thor, and I was like, "Oh my God, you still got that magical face." I never felt that with the hobo. Her face, as soon as I saw it and she started talking, I'm like, "Make it stop, please! Just make it stop." Oh, these are the cute little youngling kids. They did something in the cartoon. I'm like, "Wow, younglings!" Jerry. Excuse me. Good old one. Hmm? Everyone has. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. You didn't have to bring Yoda back in The Last Jedi. They did that because we didn't have enough nostalgia. Yoda's planet. We will. Yeah. What's this? Is and by the way, you don't do a good Ewan McGregor impression. James McAvoy. Disappear. Yeah. And unlike the X-Men movies, the same studio did that. These movies didn't get worse with the quality. Just saying. At least they finished their trilogy. With X-Men, they did 2 movies that made money, and then Apocalypse is so bad that it didn't make money. Yes, it is. Heard that there will be a Thundercats movie. I hope it doesn't turn out to be like the 2019 Cats. Oh, trust me, nothing will be worse than that. Any movie with a cat is going to be way better than that. Horrendous CGI. That was so bad that it made me wish that I was watching Cats Don't Dance. I know. And when? I will. And here comes this beautiful looking scene. And that music is lovely. I don't care what anyone says. That score is breathtaking. It's sweet and it's subtle. It's not pretentious and highbrow. According to a person on Twitter, the Marvels will be the greatest movie in cinematic history. Hey, 3 gorgeous women kicking ass in the MCU. That is going to be a boner and a half. Mm-hmm. Here comes the queen, the new queen. She's Indian. Newt Gunray is still the viceroy of the Trade Federation. So her hands are dark, so she's Indian. Yeah, it's nice to see some diversity in Star Wars without being forced. Oh, I love how she takes charge. She's like, no, Anakin, I'm in charge here. I love how she gets tough with him, and just it turns me on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that offended people. Bella Swan never stood up for herself. She was always in danger. He's like, I'm so pissed right now. Kylo Ren throws a hissy fit every time he's in front of a girl. Why? Because he can't control himself. He's like, and I'm like, why did you do that? Do you think people were going to be scared of a guy that throws a hissy fit like he's a freaking teenager? Anakin was a teen. He had an excuse to be angsty. But Kylo is a whiny bitch. She's like, you kill an old guy and you kill a bunch of people on Jakku, and you can't kill one simple girl. You could have cut her head off. You had a clean sweep. You could have went clap, and the movie's over. There you go. That would have subverted my expectations more than having her be the bin of the franchise. Which Star Wars quote is better? Do or do not, there is no try. Yeah, that one, because It's a Trap has been overused. There's the Camino planet where it rains all the time. That would suck to live in a planet like that. It's like the spring when it rains a lot too. The aliens look cool, but that planet, yeah, just ugh. There she is. Yes, sir. It's a really good design. Even the sets, like the movie has lights. Oh my god, I can see what's going on. Solo is so dark you can't see a thing, guys. The movie's horribly shot. Oh yeah, they were in the cartoon as well. So one good great thing that came from this movie, a kick-ass cartoon that came out around 6 years later. I didn't think so at first, but it's grown on me compared to the recent cartoons we got on Disney from Disney Star Wars. It could be a lot worse. Cypher Diaz, I wanted to know more about him. I'm sorry. Do you like Han from those Fast and Furious? He's okay, but he should have stayed dead. Bringing him back, they better have a damn good explanation in Fast 9. Just don't tell me he's a clone because that's stupid. They're already going to go into space now. You think these movies got dumb? These were always in space. Always. Even the new movies went into space. Uh, Fast and the Furious in space sounds ridiculous. I know. That's why I'm here. He was perfectly cast as Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's why he's coming back. Well, here's the scene that everybody cringes. I don't like sand. I've seen Twilight, guys. That's way worse. Like I'm a vegan and I wanna eat you so badly and all that. And come on, Spider Monkey, stupid. You are so gorgeous. I can't take it. I can't. You're so feminine, so clean, and so female. That's a beautiful setting. I don't care what anybody says. Here comes the dumb line. Oh my god, your voice is so soothing. Coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere. Which one has a better soundtrack, the Star Wars prequels or the Guardians of the Galaxy? Probably Star Wars because Guardians has a better soundtrack. You know the songs, smooth like a girl's skin. Oh, he's touching her back. Hey, you're a woman. He's a man. You do the math. And at least this kiss is in the second movie, not at the end in a rainy kiss with two arch enemies. That made no freaking sense. Hmm. That's right. Kiss those gorgeous lips, Annie. That's romantic. I don't care what anybody says. Suck it. With Twilight, they have to take 5 minutes to kiss. 5 minutes. They're like, they could barely even hold their heads together. It's okay, Anakin. Trust me. You're in love. You're falling in love with a girl. I know exactly what that feels like. Those are the clones. Yeah, they took that out of the Matrix, but it looks cool. Yeah, it is. I don't see the Emperor in there. Yeah. Yes. A Mandalorian. Oh yeah. Keep him here. Of course you do. Yes, one of the coolest scenes in the movie. That thing looks like the Star Trek Enterprise. I know no one noticed that, but yeah, that yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, he dies in this movie, but it leads up to Boba Fett showing up in Mandal, and we have Mandalorian. If you hear good things about F9, will you see it? No, not in the theater. I can't sit through a 2.5 hour movie that's just drags out. Clone Troopers, they look awesome. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, it is. They don't look like babies like the new Stormtroopers did. That's beautiful. Nice waterfalls, grassy field. Yes, it looks like a Hallmark movie, guys. I'm schmaltzy. Get it over it. I'm all for heterosexual loving. That's why we're here. Oh, you are so beautiful. Ugh. Which song do you like more, Nickelback's Hero or Seal's? And her voice is soothing, guys. Oh, your smile could light up a room now. I can't take this. I'm sorry. I like that they, yeah, the femininity. The hobo had no feminine, no freaking, metal bikini, nothing, just nothing, freaking braids. I love looking at Natalie's gorgeous face and not sorry. Is it as good as sounding or Raylo? There could be some touch. There is no law against. That's a dinosaur. It's a flying like pterodactyl. Pumped. Boba Fett as a child. There he is. That is freaking awesome. He did awesome. It's this not the main character. No. I know, guys. I know. Mando just makes it excites me. Yeah, Boba's like, screw this guy. Yep, Tyrannus. That's Count Dooku's code name, Sith name. They're both going to come back. Morrison and Ewan McGregor. See, that's all the nostalgia I needed, J.J. Abrams, you freaking idiot. And Ryan Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy. I want to see familiar faces I like, not faces that are so old they have nothing to do. And I know Jango, aka Tamora Morrison's bald now, but it's still him. He still can act. That's more than I could say with poor Mark Hamill. That he still can act, but they gave him nothing to do in The Force Awakens or The Last Jedi. Oh yeah. Here's another scene there when they have dinner. Oh my god, I am in love, guys. I can't. I think my heart's vibrating. Well, not really, but it feels like it is. They're eating some fruit. That's a pear, yeah. Get it? They're a pear. No one's in the chat. I guess they're having lunch. I'm fine. I'm just gonna do it. Two people watching. Oh, and by a campfire. Well, sorry. And you're gonna wear an outfit like that, and you don't want a guy all over you again. Again, I feel the same way. There's a new Star Wars game. I don't want it. I'm not going to bother to play it. If it has the rehash trilogy, I want nothing to do with it. I don't need to see terrible characters in Lego form. No, thank you, sir. I have the complete saga. That's all I need. I'm in agony. Wink, wink. When he's Darth Vader. Yep. A lot of what he's saying is foreshadowing. Oh, trust me. I wasn't haunted by a kiss. I was haunted by the face that ruined the entire franchise. What scar? That wasn't her, Anakin. That was the hobo. I couldn't sleep. I trust me, Anakin. I was 6 years of it. It wasn't until Mando that I finally got my redemption. Oh my God, you are so sexy. Ugh. I love how she takes charge. No, you listen. I'm like, oh, you tell him, man. Bad me. You tell him, you gorgeous creature. Oh. That's to me a bit of irrational.
That is something I know I cannot do. Believe me, I wish that I could just wish away my feelings. But I can't.
I can't either. If I care about somebody, you're going to know about it, guy. Yes, you will. By the end, you're going to kiss him and then have babies with him in the next movie. So, see, this leads to something. What was led with the hobo? Oh, they kiss and then he dies. Take that, writers of BVS and Justice League. Shame on you. It didn't work. No. We're about an hour in. Now we finally get an action scene. So people were so bored. Well, at least we're getting something cool now. After the scene when he gives his Zoom call, in a way, his hologram, call to the Jedi's, to Obi-Wan and Mace Windu and the rest of them. R4's cute. He has a little satellite and everything. That's cool. Oh yeah. And I know that Ewan McGregor's going to look older, but I can't wait to see him, man. I missed him a lot since episode 3. He does that same accent in Jack the Giant Slayer. That was pretty cool. And yes, I liked Ewan McGregor in other movies. I liked him in Jack the Giant Slayer. I liked him in Robots. I liked him in The Island. I like him as an actor. He's a good actor. He's a lot better than McAvoy, who he either curses too much or he does like 15 accents in Split and Glass. That's not creative. That's stupid. He has a multiple personality. I get it. Show. Don't tell me that he has it. Shit. We know. I saw the cartoon. No. Again, I already answered that question, John Hill. Don't ask me again. Nickelback's Hero. Kiss from a Rose is a good song, but it's at the end of the movie. Well, both movie songs are at the end of the movie, but I prefer Spider-Man over Batman Forever. I still like Batman Forever. I just prefer Spider-Man 2002. Oh my God. A nightgown. You see why she's my favorite actress of all time, guys? Absolutely. I agree with that line completely, George Lucas. Every time she's in a movie, I feel like the world is going to spin around. Mm-hmm.
I know I'm disobeying my mandate to protect you, Senator, but I have to go. I have to help her. I'll go with you.
Dune is basically going to be the prequels for a new generation, something that Kathleen Kennedy failed at. Yeah, but it's going to be done well. It's going to be a Star Wars movie like with really good acting and a solid cast and beautiful visuals and storytelling. Here comes Jango, baby. An hour into the movie. Hell yeah, baby. Woo! That freaking costume was awesome. Oh yeah. This is the way, guys. This is the way. And he has a slave one. That's what Boba Fett would take from him. And then Django, Mando would have the what was it called? The what was it called? Not the Demon Crest. What's it called? I forgot what his ship is called. Let me look it up. But he has a different ship than Django. Oh yeah, buddy. This is the best scene with Django, definitely. See, he can fly, and it makes sense. Stormtroopers that can fly, that's stupid. Because they never had rocket packs before. No, no. I've always loved Django. I know a lot of people had a problem with him. I think he's badass. One of the coolest Mandalorians I've ever seen, man. And this was 2 decades before Mando. So, well, over a decade before Mando. Mando's ship is the Razor Crest. I'm sorry, that's it. McGregor's a good actor. His only flaw is Black Mass. Yeah, because they made him gay for some reason. He has a relationship with Victor Zsasz. It's so forced. It's like Grindelwald when they made him gay in Harry Fantastic Beasts. Why? It doesn't add anything to a character. Their sexuality has nothing, no bearings on the character. Oh yeah, I tracked them. And I know there's a good guy on YouTube named The Real Mr. Robinson. He's also doing the prequels, but I'm doing it because, well, I want to rewatch them again. Plus, I will never do the rehash trilogy. I only own the first 2, and it's not me. They're my dad's copies. I don't want to touch those again. I feel dirty just even going near them. There's Tatooine again, yep. The music is pretty cool. Whoopie dopey. There's Watto with a hat. Shmi Skywalker. Since Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam is basically going to be Fast and Furious, but with superheroes. Lars. Lars is basically, you know, Luke's Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. Yeah, it's fan service, but like I said, you know, they're in the film at least. Yep, remember Mos Eisley from the original films? Yeah, because they don't have the internet in this, even though for whatever reason, Rogue One, they have they can send an email to the freaking you know, the Rebel Alliance. That made no sense, guys. Is your Spider-Man 3 live commentary tomorrow? Yes, I'll try to do it tomorrow. I'll try to do it sooner, but you know. This kid wants him to die. We're gonna try to blow up. These bombs are cool. They make no sound. Look at this. Listen to this. No sound. Seismic charges. There's no sound. Look, watch. Awesome. That those bombs, they come out of nowhere because you can't even see. It's like burn. It's the coolest bombs in the movie. It's like the asteroid field in episode 5, but it's different. Do you like the Clone Wars? No, the movie I didn't care for, but I can watch it though. Nope, doesn't take a hint. Because at least these scenes are different. They're you know, he's trying to blow them up. It's not there's no TIE fighters in the movie. With the new movies, everything has to be a reminder of the originals. That's not what I wanted, Kathleen Kennedy. I wanted something like this, different. Not the same shit with different actors. That's not what I wanted. Mando did things differently and had its own story to tell without being a copy. Oh, wait, I forgot to post these. Yep, shoot him. Because Mando's ship looks completely different from the Slave One. I'm going to have to take a picture of that again, but it's fine. Yep, Missile Ahoy. The Clone Wars movie, I just don't like it. That one is worse than this, because that one is, the plot makes no sense. The whole movie is to get Jabba the Hutt's son. Why? I don't care about Jabba's son in this timeline. I prefer him in the books. Zorba the Hutt, yeah. In the books, he's actually interesting. Have you heard of The Bad Batch? I saw the pilot. It was freaking awesome. So that I can talk about. Yep, he's gone. Or so he thinks. Yeah. We will see him again soon, by next year. I can't believe some people on the internet said that this movies are just a remake of the originals. No, that's the rehash trilogy. Everything they did was to try to be the originals, just ass backwards. That's all. Okay. R4 so cute. It's like a red R2. It's a long movie. This movie's over. It's 2 hours. It was the longest movie in the franchise until The Last Jedi. 2 hours and 42 minutes. Well, no, 2 hours and 22 minutes. Give or take. Well, an hour, yeah. 2 hours and 22 minutes. That's Geonosis, yeah. Because I will take, and they don't mention the Metachlorians in this movie, so that it is what it is. Why don't you like remakes of anything in general? It's what they do with them now. They just make the same movie and they do it worse. Look at the remakes from the 80s, guys, and the 90s. They're not a copy of the original. The remake of The Fly, and the remake of The Thing, and the remake of freaking The Blob, and the remake of Cape Fear. They're not the same movie. The Psycho remake is the same freaking movie. Beauty and the Beast is exactly the same as the Disney animated version. The remake of Poltergeist and the remake of freaking Friday the Nightmare on Elm Street, they're the same movie, just done worse. The rehash trilogy is just the original trilogy done worse. And then when they do a new idea, they don't go anywhere with it. There's C-3PO 10. Yeah, oh my, indeed. Oh, trust me, I'm happy to see you too. Yeah, we got fan service. Oh yeah. Hello. That's Joel Edgerton. Yeah, people know him from Bright, and he was in I think Warrior and a bunch of other films. He can act. In Bright, he has nothing to do. I mean, it's just a racist stereotype. Most of these people are just New Zealand actors. I guess they filmed in New Zealand. When they're not in Tunisia, they probably filmed there. That's why they got so many of them. But here, these people are actually capable. The one actor I don't like, there's two of them. Rose Byrne, who does nothing, and Jimmy Smits, who does nothing. You forgot to mention RoboCop. Yeah, it's the same freaking movie. They lower the rating and they make it worse. So why the hell do I want to watch a remake of Hercules or a remake of Under Wraps, a good Disney Channel movie? They're just remaking it with a woke cast. Why? It's the same thing. I don't want to see the same thing. I want to see something different. She has another outfit. Their shadows hugging, that's more emotion than I ever got in the new movies. A warm, loving embrace. I get it, guys. I get it, okay? That music, I love that music so much. Again, kiss my ass, Rise of Skywalker. Kiss it. Kiss both of my cheeks. This is how you do it better, with some purpose. You do not put that final song for her giving a freaking lightsaber to Luke or looking at a freaking sun, which you didn't earn because you're not really a Skywalker. This is a real Skywalker, and her too. Wait. Awesome. Blah, blah, blah. Remember that music from the first movie? Yeah. And Count Dooku comes about an hour and 15 minutes into the movie. But it's fine because, like I said, there were other villains in the movie besides Dooku. This is the droid army, the droid factory. If people can't accept movies for being ridiculous, I'm like, they're films, guys, not freaking, not freaking documentaries. Damn, that voice was so cool, man. Oh yeah, which is worse, Alien Covenant or Predators? Alien Covenant, because it was unnecessary. Predator was dumb. Predators was dumb, but I like some of the cast. It wasn't great, but at least I had some cast members I liked. I didn't like anybody in Alien Covenant. They wasted actors like James Franco and Danny McBride. Good actor, but he didn't do much. The lead girl is the worst of all of the freaking movies, man. It wasn't good, but it was at least passable compared to The Predator or Alien versus Predator. Covenant just hurt me. It was just Catherine Waterston is one of the worst leads. She looks like Ripley, but she isn't Ripley, and just awful. Well, those are the creatures. They were in Mando as well. They ate that guy in the second season. See, Mando. It acknowledges the prequels. Yes, it does. Because who killed Mando's family? Super battle droids that are at the end of this movie. Yes, he does. That rips him apart. See, he has a reason to be angry. He lost his mother. It's not like Kylo lost his. Come on, not till the third movie. And even then, there's one woman in Alien Covenant that looks and sounds like she's gonna cry. Yeah, I wanted to after the movie was over. This I can understand his anger, guys. I get it. I get it. With Kylo, I didn't get his anger. That music was so good, by the way. So haunting. It's like you are so dead. Again, if someone killed your family, you wouldn't want to be upset too. That would piss me off. Hell yeah, take that. You don't stand a chance. Hmm. I know what you went through, Anakin. Hayden Christensen also appeared in a film with Nicolas Cage. Yeah, it was called Outcast. It's ridiculous, but I'd rather watch that than Force Awakens any day. At least I can laugh at it. Anakin went through pain. What did Kylo go through? Tell me. Just tell me what he went through, besides getting shot in the side in the first movie and getting beat up by a girl. I know. Because they murdered his mom, and she was a defenseless woman. It wasn't like she was a I know, Yoda. You went through pain.
Transmitter is working. Carson's too far. R4, can you boost the power? We'll have to try something else.
I get it. With some people that like they don't get why he. At least Luffy Eula is beautiful in the film Outcast. Yeah, she was the woke version of Mulan. I don't blame her for that, guys. That was a bad script. If you give her something good, like in the Kung Fu show that I'm watching on CW, that is a better script. Luffy and Ming Na can beat the out of here. Yeah, they could. Why? Because she's actually good. She actually, has some skills. He's in pain. I get it. Losing a family member when they get killed, you get upset. It's like when this guy killed Uncle Ben in the Spider-Man movies. I get it. There's R2. I love R2 so much. Ever watched Chinese Widow? No, I've never seen it. Never. Is Mulan as overpowered? Yes, she is, because in the first, as soon as she's a little girl, she already has powers. They're never explained, and they come out of nowhere. Same thing, guys. I'm not stupid. Changing the race of the female doesn't mean anything. If you make the same character, it doesn't work for me. In Captain Marvel, it worked for me because I love Brie Larson as an actress, and she brought a lot more to that movie than people give her credit for. She really did, compared to other people. Yeah, Blue Milk, because that's in all the movies. To bring more drama into the film.
Why couldn't I save her? No, I could have.
Yeah, he could have.
Sometimes there are things no one can fix. Not all powerful.
Well, I should be.
Yikes! If Luke was a Gary Sue, it wouldn't have worked.
I will be the most powerful Jedi ever.
I know, we know.
I promise you.
You didn't take that promise back.
Stop people from dying. It's all Obi-Wan's fault.
He blames him.
He's jealous. He's holding me back.
Hey, at least he didn't destroy any gears. With Kylo, it goes on for like 5 minutes, and it's laughable. I was laughing my ass off in the theater. I'm like, I can't take the villain seriously if you do that. Yep. Plus, Ming-Na did have a great time working with her, according to her IG page. Yeah, it's just that that movie was just not needed. Every single one of them.
Every single one of them,
I know.
not just the men,
Mm-mm.
with the women
And the children.
and the children too. They're like animals, and
I slaughtered them like animals. Mm. Mhm. Mhm. I get it. I get what he went through. He went through a struggle. It's not like everything was handed to Anakin because it was not. Hell, he loses his hair. What happens to the hobo? She gets a little gash on her head. That's not thing. I know, Anakin. I know how you feel. See, she's trying to comfort him again because they are human. They're not freaking perfect. With the hobo, she can do everything because vagina powers. Yeah, like I said, the next Spider-Man 5 game should explore the Spider-Verse where you can co-op, and yeah, maybe nothing to do with Disney, by the way. I know. No, I didn't see the 2009 Mulan. I've only seen the animated version so far. Hmm. Yes.
I have tracked the bounty hunter Jango Fett to the droid farmers of
Geonosis, another cool new planet, a rock planet. And she's wearing. I appreciate her wearing the white outfit that Leia wore at the end of Empire. Wait. Is Anakin did better in Trolls than in Noel? Yes, because she can sing, and she's very cute, and she's not a freaking undercooked SJW character that they just pull out of their ass. I'm sorry, making a female perfect at everything is wrong, guys. I know it's fiction, but you don't have to do that. You can have a girl that's not perfect. No one is.
If he's still alive. He's like my father. But you heard Master Windu. He gave me strict orders to stay here.
See, she takes charge. Yeah, you'll fly again. What if Thanos killed everyone in Endgame? Then I would have walked out. Because Rogue One, Donnie Yen could have been interesting because he's a force sensitive guy that's blind, but he dies. He goes down like a bitch, and I'm like, why? Because he's Asian? Yeah, Jimmy Smits, you don't do anything in the movie.
This is a crisis. The Senate must vote to pass their emergency powers. It could then approve the creation of an army. But what senator would have the courage to earn such a very if only Senator Amidar.
The Geonosians look cool. They like fly. See, he doesn't have to scream. If Thanos had snapped everybody away at the end of Infinity War Endgame, I would have walked out. I don't like downbeat endings, guys.
I've been tracking the bounty hunter named Jango Fett. Do you know? Well, I know bounty hunters here, but I don't know about Geonosians. Don't trust them. Well, like the team is here, I can show you. It's a great pity that our paths have been crossed before. Qui-Gon always spoke very highly.
Mm-hmm.
I wish he was still alive.
Yeah.
She's held right now.
What movie has the worst ending? I don't know. There's a lot of them.
Don't be so sure.
One of them is North because the whole movie was a dream. Really? You stole from Wizard of Oz? At least that movie, the beginning was not pointless. The truth.
What if I told you that the body was now under the control of the Dark Lord of the Sith?
I know.
That's not possible. Jedi would be aware of it. The dark side of the Force has clouded their vision, my friend. Hundreds of cinemas are now under the influence of Sith law
Called
Darth
Darth Sidious.
I don't
I didn't like the ending of Mitchell's versus Machines, but it didn't ruin the movie. I just think that you didn't need that ending. You could have ended it with her going to college. They say goodbye. That's it. You didn't need any more.
You came to me for help. Tell me if it's point. And together, we will destroy Sith. Oh,
He knows he's bad. You can feel it. Difficult to release.
In response, this director to the Republic. These are proposed that the Senate give immediately emergency powers
To the Supreme Chancellor.
we shall have order. It is with great reluctance that I have agreed to this movie. I love democracy.
This movie has way more action than Wonder Woman 84. Because the third act is a bountiful amount of action between the Jedi's and the attack and the clones. And the probe droids and the battle droids, so the super battle droids that kill Mando's family.
And as my first act in this new authority, I will create a grand army of the Republic to counter the increasing threats of separatists. It is done.
Hell yeah, buddy. Little Camino. See this army as it raids the Republic. At least Mace Windu has something to do in the third act. This is kind of like Endgame when you think about it. There's a lot of things going on, but it's not like Rise of Skywalker where they have to go to a planet every 2 minutes, guys. Let me breathe. This movie gives me plenty of time to breathe. Any scene with Padme, I get to breathe.
Whatever happens out there, follow my lead. I'm not interested in getting into a war here. As a member of the Senate, maybe I can put diplomatic solution to this mess.
Don't worry. I've given up trying to argue.
There's the droids.
I have choose little fair information needed are and favorably asked for. You obviously have a great deal to learn about human behavior.
Yeah, I'm glad the chat was a little bit more down to earth today. I guess because, you know,
What does that mean? That means I am in charge here. What are you doing now? You don't know what's out there. Have you no sense at all? You're an idiot. Please wait. You know where you're going.
yeah, I love these two droids. In Rogue One, they're just there to be for, it's just fan service, like forced, nonsensical fan service. Here, they have something to do in the third act. I don't care what anyone says. The third act, there's a lot. Can you make a review rant on Pickle and Peanut? I don't know what that is. It's the Geonosians. They look like flies. Yep, chopped in half. This got a PG rating back in 2002. Padme. Oh yeah. We'll just shut this off for now. Take some more pictures later. It's an animated series. I don't watch cartoons on Disney Channel anymore. It's like a video game. Yeah. We're almost done, guys. So we still got about 30 minutes left or so. 30 or 40 minutes. There's one scene in the movie that's too dark to see, but it's at the end. It's the final fight with Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Dooku, but it's one scene. It doesn't go on for like the whole film. This scene is this scene is in the dark, but I can see what's going on. Machines making machines. Do you like Blue's Clues? I like the original show when I was a kid. There he goes. R2 can fly. That's awesome. BB-8 can't fly. This scene's pretty cool.
I wonder what happened to poor little Martin. He's always getting himself in trouble.
Oh no! This movie's fun. I don't see what there are issues, but it's not that the movie's boring. Uh-oh. My body. His lightsaber actually breaks. Excuse me. What if Uwe Boll did Resident Evil movies? No, he can't because they already did a new film. But I don't like the cast, so I'm not interested. After some of the worthless cast members in the Mortal Kombat movie, the ones I didn't like, I don't want to see another video game movie that has a cast of foreigners that can't do a good American accent. Sorry, but no thanks. I'm history. Push this back a little bit. There we go. I'll lie down a little bit. I've been sitting down for a while. Instead of Polaris Sensei, it doesn't matter because even the person that's making the new movie, I don't care. They casted it all wrong. TR2 does something in the movie. Dang. Fun scene. Really cool. Really cool freaking effects and action sequences, and the score is really good. Yep, that's when his lightsaber gets cut. Broken. The crystal's probably cracked. Yeah, why wouldn't they shut up about the Taco Bell movie? I told you I don't want to hear about it. I don't eat that food anymore. Here comes Jango. Oh yeah, buddy. Mm-hmm. They capture them, but it doesn't take another 30 minutes to see an action scene. The whole third act is a lot of action. You have the battle scene, the Geonosian arena where they fight, and then you have the Dooku fight with Anakin and Obi-Wan, and then with Yoda. So that's pretty cool. And then you have the attack with the clones. What are you talking about? Of course, I do too, Natalie Portman. Yeah, in the next movie. You have one more movie till that. Again, you don't have to say it again, Natalie. I've been saying that since the first day I saw you in The Phantom Menace. No, I'm never going back to that place. I don't like the food. They ruined it. When I was a kid, I could eat it. Now I can't. See, look, the sun. I can see what's going on. Sorry, guys, I have phlegm. By the way, they stole from this movie. You know which movie stole from this movie 10 years later? John Carter. Yeah, I know that book was written before Star Wars, but the movie stole this scene wholesale with two creatures fighting in an arena. It's the same freaking scene, Disney. I'm not stupid. It's the same scene. I saw that in the trailer. I'm like, that's Attack of the Clones. I saw that in Attack of the Clones. Yeah, the creatures look a little different, but
We decided to come and rescue. Good job.
Ewan McGregor knows what's up. These creatures actually look cool. The giant like dinosaur looking thing with the horn and the mantis looking thing and then that tiger. Like, oh. Yeah, that guy has a weird voice. That's the stupidest voice in the movie, man. Sorry, Darius, I disagree. Last Jedi is not a good movie. It's boring. It's longer than this movie by like 8 minutes. And it could have been 2 hours even. You didn't need the Kanto bites my ass scene. And then you got that giant crocodile looking thing. There's that rat tiger thing. Yep, I know. They should have said that 6 years ago.
Just relax, concentrate. What about Padme? She seems to be on top of things.
Oh yeah, she'll be on top of you by the next movie. See, vulnerability, people. Solo is a D minus because he can't see anything. These prequels are way better because I can see what's going on. There's only one scene that's too dark to see, and that's only because they shut the lights off, so they have an excuse. In Solo, the whole movie looks like they shot it in somebody's basement with the lights off. There's Jango. And she kills a creature with a chain, like Leia did with Jabba the Hutt, except she doesn't choke it out. Shoot her! Or something. See, she got scratched in the back. Again, vulnerability. Actually, no, she doesn't kill the creature, but she hits it with a chain. And that giant rhino thing kills her. Kills that thing, that rat. That sounded like Beaker from the Muppets. Woo! He uses the force on that creature. Yep, spear. That thing has a nose ring. I can forgive a lot of the faults in this movie because, again, it was made almost 20 years ago, guys. The recent films had no excuses. They had a big studio, Disney, that was backing them up, and yet they had the scripts and the producers and the writers didn't care. They just wanted to make money and not tell a compelling story. Sorry, that's why I didn't see the last 3 films in the theater. Or 4, actually. I only saw Force Awakens and I was done after that. I never saw the other ones in the theater. Take that, spear. Here's a little kiss. Oh, you sweet creature. Spear! Yeah, that was a mistake, Obi-Wan. Like, you see the stick? There's the stick. Scorpion speaking Spanish in Spider was forced. Yeah, it was forced. Because, again, he never did that in the cartoon. Or in the comics. They did that simply because Jango, yeah. Oh, yeah. Help. Patience by Sarai. Not in this movie, in the next movie. Here comes Mace Windu walking slowly like a pimp, just like this party's over. Yep, now you know things are going to go down. Things are about to get real. Oh yeah, purple lightsaber.
This party.
I love the way Samuel Jackson says that. It's great. The look on his face is great. It's like this party's over. Look, an Asian woman as a Jedi. That's cool. Yep, these are the things that kill Mando's family. Those super battle droids. Yep, flamethrower. That's what Mando did in the Mandalorian. He burned somebody alive with that. Again, see, there's references to the prequels in that show. And they said the prequels don't count. Yeah, kiss my ass. The prequels are canon. Yes, I heard you, John Hill. You don't have to say it twice. I can read. They should be in the Spider-Verse, but they're already going to be in their live-action version coming out later this year. Awesome. This whole third act is fun. Crocodile. The Amazing Spider-Man is a B. I can't see that. The movie just hurts me. Yeah. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a D. Yeah, because it's boring. It's longer than this movie, only by a couple minutes, and it didn't need to have like 3 villains in it and a bunch of subplots that went nowhere. This movie's way easier to follow. Plus, this had a third movie, which was even better. With that movie, we were going to get an even worse third movie. Yep. Yep, there we go. Jango kills him. It almost kills him, but no, it doesn't. Mace Windu kills him. And it's a badass way of killing him. Spider-Man 3 is a C+. I'll get to that. Watch this. Yep, he killed that creature. Yep. Jango did it all by himself. Strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. You're out, Jango. Decapitation! Yep, decapitated. Homecoming is an A+. It is. It's a great freaking movie. It was a nice return to form for Spider-Man. If they can redeem Spider-Man, then any character can be redeemed after. Die, Jedi. Oh, yeah. Which trilogy is worse? Michael Bay's Transformers? That's not a trilogy. That had 5 movies. Those are even worse because, like I said, Age of Extinction is almost 3 hours, guys. No Star Wars movie has gotten that far. Rise of Skywalker was going to be 3 hours, but Abrams had to cut 40 minutes of the movie. Meaning that, yeah. Spider-Man Far From Home is also an A+. It's a great sequel. It was the epilogue for Endgame. Obi-Wan's like, I can't take this anymore. I'm going to kill this thing. Take that! And that! And take this! And finish him! Dick fatality. I'm having a ball, guys. I'm not in pain. Into the Spider-Verse is also an A+. I like to see the Jedi's kicking ass in at the end. Spider-Man is an A minus. Yeah, the 2002 movie. You mean? These movies just bring me joy, guys. I haven't had this. I haven't had joy from the Star Wars, since Episode 3, and then we got Mando. Finally, we got a Star Wars thing that I actually can get into. There, they shut them down. That was an awesome battle. That was almost as long as the battle in Endgame. Of course, that's much better because every scene, every shot of that scene is absolutely orgasmic. Yes, we did. I didn't see the Ugly Dolls movie. Yeah, the movie and Men in Black 2 were underrated. They are underrated because they're not as good as the originals, guys. They never will be. But they're different from the original films. John, someone said on one of the actors for Game of Thrones was a porn star. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. Because again, that's what Emilia Clarke acts like when she's topless in every other season of that show. Here we go, round 2. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, Yoda with the freaking clones. Even though they're gonna turn on them. Too bad Josh couldn't join me, but the other Josh, Drake or Baker. Bam, bam. I'll share this on Facebook and then I'll shut it off for a little bit. Fire. Yeah, critics are just too harsh on these movies. They don't want to have fun. They just want everything to be highbrow and talky. No, I like my action with my movies. Thank you very much. I had the most peculiar dream. Don't worry, Dad. I'm going to finish what you started. Wink, wink. Done much better without any dialogue. That's why he goes after Obi-Wan in the cartoon. Peter Parker and Mary Jane give birth to Mary Day Parker, aka Spider Girl. Interesting. They're probably going to do that in the new movie. Fuel. See, there is fuel in Star Wars, but it's not like they have gasoline. Bye, toys. So those things that look like the Star Destroyers. Yep. It too bad. Yeah, and they also showed the Death Star. That that they're starting to build the Death Star in this movie, and they finish it by Episode 3. They after Episode 3, and screw Rogue One for retconning. Oh yeah, the Death Star is already fully operational, even though they said in the New Hope it was not yet. Let's face it, people love these movies for the spectacle. That's why they love the Rogue One. I don't get it, but with the spectacle part, I can understand. It's just, John, does nudity in a movie scar you? No. If it's forced in there, or if it's a rape scene, then it will scar me. Peter Parker. Wait, what show have you seen with the most nudity? Probably, maybe what was it? Nip Tuck was one of them back in the 2000s. How mad would you feel if Darth Vader said, "I will find them"? I would have walked out. This battle's really cool. It was also cool in the Clone Wars cartoon and the micro series from 2003. I want to mention that. Yep. Blow it up. B-O-O. Westworld for me. Hold on, see. Excuse me. Look, watch. B. Yeah, the ultimate weapon, the Death Star. The first Death Star before, Luke is born and before they blow it up. Would you do a live commentary on the Transformers movie from '86? If I can find it, I'll probably do it. Like I said, I have to own the movie or have a copy of it somewhere that I can see it. If I can't, then I can't do it. Bam, 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 bam. Westworld. I haven't seen Westworld. I've seen the movie, but not the show. Da, 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 da.
Concentrate all your fire on the nearest starship.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Clones. Send the clones. We're about 2 hours in. See, it's a very long movie, but again, if I'm invested, guys, I will sit through the whole thing. Wonder Woman '84 did not need to be this long. It was almost 2 hours and 30 minutes, and I was like, Jeff Johns, you could have cut 20 minutes of the running time, make it just 2 hours even, or an hour and 50 minutes. You did not need the extra time. This movie did, because there's a lot of characters. Mm-hmm. Let Thanos or Darth Vader through tantrums like Kylo. Then I wouldn't take them seriously. Trust me, everybody's personal feelings get in the way. It happened with Finn. He screams Ray, and she doesn't give a damn about it. John, great for Batman and Robin. It's a F. It fails. Yeah, she would do her duty. Yeah. It's amazing, man. Because this is Lucas's vision, no one else's. What if Killmonger from Black Panther threw a tantrum? It wouldn't work either. Villains that throw tantrums just are not intimidating at all. Most of the First Order do that. They just scream like a bunch of bitches. Out loud, too. Because Hux does it. Ben Mendelsohn's Krennic does it in Rogue One. Yeah, this is the only scene that's a little bit too dark to see. Not right now, I'm saying when they shut the lights off. But again, shut the lights off. I don't think so. He has a red lightsaber. Okay. Surely you can do better. Yeah, I love Christopher Lee, man. I miss him a lot. He was a Hollywood legend. John Boyega will never be a legend. The Hobo will never be a legend. Felicity Jones will never be a legend. They're just Brits that were thrown in Star Wars because of a quota they had to fit. And also Amelia Clark in Solo. I'm sorry, and Tammy Newton. They're useless. You're so yummy. Yeah, he cuts Obi-Wan. See, he cuts him. He burns him. See, lightsabers are supposed to burn and cut, not spark. You're not a Power Ranger, you freaking idiot. Brave of you, boy. John, have you seen any HBO shows or refused to? No, it's if the good ones I want to see. I don't want to see Game of Thrones. I just don't have any interest. Everybody's foreign in that. Like 90% of the cast is foreign, and they're not good. I've seen them in movies, and they're not good. Except for Peter Dinklage, Pascal, and Jason Momoa. See, this scene is a little dark to watch, but it's short. They cut the lights off. Okay, it's still more better light than Solo. I can't see a thing in Solo. And also, this is an old man fighting. In Solo, there are no lightsabers, so you can't, except for Darth Maul, you can't see anything. The whole movie's like this. The whole freaking movie. Yep, he cut his arm off. He should have killed Anakin, but he knew he couldn't. And now Yoda comes in and fights. What if Sonic kept his old design? I would have flopped. Yeah, it would have flopped because the people would have hated the design. Oh yeah. Yep. Child's play, buddy. Baby Yoda can also do that. So Grogu. My favorite is Shazam. It is mine too because it was the most fun I ever had in the theater watching a DCU movie so far. Because I enjoyed BVS, but it was way too long. Suicide Squad sucked. Justice League could have been better, and we saw the better version this year. Jedi. Even you. No, hell no. Hadouken! Yeah, he Hadouken. Must you learn? Still. Oh yeah. Yoda's green lightsaber. This is awesome. This was so funny. This scene is so freaking awesome. There's a Japanese Spider-Man that fights like a Zord, like a Power Ranger. Yeah, I've heard of it. This is just the beginning. See, at least here, when they use the Force and he has Force lightning, it makes sense. He's been training with the dark side of the Force for years. The Hobo can just deflect it because reasons, again, because vagina powers, even though they don't give you powers, you freaking idiots. Dooku escapes. Anakin lost his arm. See? His whole arm cut off. With the hobo, she doesn't lose a limb or even lose any blood. Like it's a freaking waste. She gets knocked out and gets a little gash on her head. That's not enough. I wanted to see more blood. John, what do you think of The Wolf of Wall Street? I haven't seen it. It's 3 hours long. Not seeing it anytime soon. Got a lot of live streams I got to get to this year. So I could take this hat off. The movie's almost over. It's pretty much the battles are over until the next movie. We got 2 hours and 12 minutes. Yeah, it's a long movie, guys. It's very long. But it's not the longest Star Wars movie, and it's also not the longest movie I've seen in theaters. That would be Endgame. Well, no, actually, Endgame is the longest superhero movie I've seen in theaters. The longest movie I saw in theaters was Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, the extended version. That was 4 hours long, and I sat through the whole thing. I didn't get up once. Yeah, if Luke said I'm one with the Force is with me, it was repetitive. It got on my nerves. That's not a character trait. That's a freaking catchphrase they're trying to beat into your head. Just say I'm one with the Force. That's it. You don't have to say Force. Blah, 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 blah. It annoyed me. And that movie felt longer than this. Come home, Lord Terralis. Oh yeah, it is because it's a prequel that things have to fall into place. With the rehash trilogy, all they did was just go in circles and do the same thing. The only things they didn't copy was the some of the campy dialogue that Lucas wrote. It was missing, and I missed it. I'm sorry. Finn screaming and him saying, "I'm going to call you Finn." He does. That's not his name. John, what movie have you seen with the most nudity? One of them was I saw some of the movie 10. I didn't finish it, but yeah. And not counting adult films, I don't want to count those. I'm saying Basic Instinct was another one, the first one. Victory. The shadow of the dark side. Clone War. The prequels have an original story, no MacGuffin quest. Exactly. This movie, when they go to a new planet, it's not every 5 minutes. And the Clone Wars cartoon, it's a lot better than when I first saw it. It got better with age compared to some of the cartoons that recently came out, like the Resistance cartoon and Forces of Diversity and freaking that other cartoon, the All Stars, Lego All Stars. Those are not going to hold up. Bam, 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 bam. This DVD worked. This is not the first DVD I had of Attack of the Clones. I had the full screen version for many years. Bam, 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 bam. And here comes the wedding. Anakin and Padme's quiet wedding, no dialogue, just them getting married like real people should. A man and a woman. Enough said. Beautiful music. There's a golden hand. Like Bucky has a metal arm. You are so gorgeous, Natalie Portman. I wish I could do that to your face. Just mwah, 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 mwah. You beautiful, beautiful creature. The best HBO show is The Sopranos. Yeah, I haven't finished. I never seen it all the way through. Yeah. Who did Dexter's Laboratory and Samurai Jack also did a Star Wars project. But I know. I saw it. The micro series. Yes, I'm the only person on YouTube that clapped at the end of Attack of the Clones. But I don't care, guys. Jonathan Hales also wrote the script. That was a lot of fun. Okay. That's it for that. I don't want to get a copyright infringement. Thank you for watching, guys. This was a lot of fun. 2 hours and 17 minutes. It's basically Infinity War's running time without the end credits. I still enjoy this movie. It still entertains me even after all these years. I love Natalie Portman's dresses in this movie. I like the action. I love Jango. There's some flaws. Some of the dialogue, like I said, it's a little bit too long, but it's not as long as Last Jedi. Last Jedi is like 15 minutes longer than this. That's what it feels like. Or Rogue One or Solo. They're just long for the sake of being long. They're aimless. And there's way longer movies than that too. But this movie still holds up for me. I still enjoy it. One more movie through the prequels, and then we get to the original trilogy eventually, maybe in the summer. Thanks for watching, guys. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next commentary tomorrow will be Spider-Man 3. See ya.